Hello everyone. Today we are going to read about a chapter uh, which name is Constitutional Design. It is in class 9 of civics, chapter 2. We read about the constitution in class 8 as well, in the civics portion of class 8. So today we are going to understand the following things about constitution. So our point of discussion would be, what is constitution? We will know about constitution, what does it mean, how can we define it. Second, we will going to read about the need of the constitution, why it is needed. Third, we are going to read about the background. Background means the history of the constitution, how it is made, the role of constitution as constituent assembly in making of the constitution. Then we will read about preamble, the very important part of the constitution, and we'll read about the amendment. I'll tell you what does it mean. uh, Please follow up with me. So first we'll talk about constitution. So in Hindi we say संविधान. Right? You might have know about the constitution in your earlier classes. So what is constitution? There are various definitions no, on the meaning of the constitution. Everyone can define in their own words. There is no restriction and there is no a very popular definition of it, so you can make your own. I am writing it. It is a fundamental it is a set of fundamental rules and regulation which governs a country. All right. A set of fundamental rules and regulation. uh, Wherever we go, there is some kind of rules we follow. Like if we are in the school, we have to follow certain rules, like we have to be in proper uniform, we have to speak good language, we have to be we have to show unity in the class, teamwork, various things. So wherever we go in our life, we have to follow certain rules. So constitution is also a kind of rules which governs our country. All right. So it helps in governing a country. The very important role that constitution plays is it limits the power of government. Limits the power of government. What does it mean? Look, government has all the power to govern the country. Government has kind of unlimited power if there is no constitution, but constitution has the role in limiting the power of government. If we does not limit the power of any government or any person, he will enjoy unlimited power, he will do many things which should not be done. So this is about the constitution. Why it is needed? Very important thing, the need of the constitution. Again, I have told you sometime before that it it is needed to maintain trust and social order. Trust and order in a country. If there is any question comes about why do we need constitution, we have to think, what if there is no constitution? So if there is no constitution, there will be no rules followed by the people. Everyone will do their own work, and everyone will look on their profit. They can do anything which is for their profit. There is no rule regulation. So to there is if there is a country, if there is a democratic country, there should be a trust and order in the country. There should be a law and order which follows in the country. So the need of the constitution is very simple and very basic. That if we are following a government, if we uh, if we generate a social harmony, we need a constitution to protect us from the undoing things or the bad things. There are many needs of the constitution like this. So we can write it is needed to that I have discussed here. It limits the power of the government. I have talked about it. This also comes in the need of government. All right. Further, if there is a democracy, it is very much required. Third, we are going to read about background of the constitution. Background means how it is made and the making of the Indian constitution. In this lecture, we are talking about the making of Indian constitution. So we will start the making of how our country, how Indian constitution is made. So making of the constitution. All right. So after independence, actually before independence, in July 1946, at that time British was governing our country, but they have declared that they will give us our constitution. So in July 1946, the Constituent Assembly was elected. All right. So what is Constituent Assembly? First we'll talk about it. That is written here. So what is Constituent Assembly? So it is a body which is responsible for making the Constitution of India. All right. तो जब हमारा देश आज़ाद हुआ था तब हमारे जो लीडर्स थे, पॉलिटिकल लीडर्स थे जो इन्वॉल्व हुए थे हमारे आज़ादी में, उन्होंने डिसाइड किया कि एक कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंट असेंबली बनेगी. इनमें वो लोग रहेंगे जो कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन बनाएंगे. ठीक है. तो वो लोग हो सकते हैं अलग अलग स्टेट से आएंगे, अलग अलग प्रोविंस से आएंगे. तो इट इज़ अ like right now we have parliament which makes the law and which governs the country in India. That time it was Constituent Assembly. So it is responsible for making the constitution. Constituent Assembly was made in 1946 of July. It's completed its work on 26 November 1949. So you can see the time gap is about 3 years and some months and some days. So in 1949 there was draft constitution was made. What is draft constitution? It was the overview of the constitution that was prepared by our leaders, the members of the Constituent Assembly. So Constituent Assembly members has completed their work and everything on 26 November only of 1949, but the constitution came into effect on 26th January 1950. We all celebrate this day as Republic Day. But some part of the constitution was adopted during this time only. All right, but major portion of the constitution was adopted on 26th January 1950, and we celebrate this day as a Republic Day. Why we have chosen this date? So there is a story behind this. In 26th January 1930, we have first hoist our national flag, Tiranga Jhanda, in 1930, and the Congress has declared Swaraj. at that time. So this date was taken. The constitution was made on 26 November, but they have delayed 2 months because of this. This day was special in the past. All right. There are many things to know about the making of the constitution. I am keeping this short. Now we will learn about preamble. All right. Very important thing. If you are reading about constitution, we should know about preamble. What is preamble? All right. So preamble. It is also known as, it is the heart and soul of the constitution. Or there are many definitions to it. In many books you will learn a different definition, and I'm also saying that social science subject is considered as a rote learning or mug up subject, but I always teach my student to just know the things and make your own definition, because in the exam you have to write your own definition. You will not be able to learn 13-14 chapters. So one more definition I have learned, I have remembered. It is pretext of the constitution. It is the pretext of the constitution. So whenever you open your book, any book, you can see first page will be your pretext page. उसमें आपके चैप्टर्स मेंशन होते हैं, चैप्टर का नाम मेंशन होता है, चैप्टर के नंबर्स मेंशन होते हैं. So that is pretext. So preamble is like this. In Hindi we say प्रस्तावना. So preamble is the first page of the constitution, in which it shows the heart. It is the heart and soul of the constitution. Whatever it is written in the constitution, everything is summarized in a one page, and that is known as constitution. So it is also known as the summary of the constitution. I have already said that there are many definitions to it. So yes. So what is the preamble? We have learned, and prastavana we say in Hindi. All right. So there are many components of the preamble. Okay. If you have ever come through the actual page of the preamble, it is mentioned in many books, class 8, class 9 books. It is totally mentioned the as it is version of preamble. So the first line or the first paragraph is, we the people of India having solemnly resolved to constitute India into sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic. 5 keywords are sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic. Okay, there is a meaning of all these words, and if you understand the meaning of the constitution, if you understand the meaning of preamble, we will get to know what is written in the constitution. There are in our constitution, you should have known this, that in our constitution there are 446 articles. Some articles can be it is the number that I know. It can be some plus or minus, but it is there. There are 25 parts, and there are 12 schedules. Okay, 12 schedules. So a constitution is a very long document. It is a huge book that you can't read in one go. But if you understand the meaning of preamble, you will understand the whole meaning or the whole summary of the constitution. All right. So the first paragraph, in the first paragraph, these 5 are the important words, or these 4 are the important words we have to know. So first is sovereign. What is the meaning of sovereign? What is the meaning of sovereign? So a country governed by its own rules. I'll tell you one example. Before independence, India was governed by the British Crown or the British Parliament. The rules were made at British Parliament, and we were following the rules made by their Parliament. So we were not sovereign during the time of British India. So, what is the meaning of sovereign? A country governs by its own rules. If अगर हमारा country है तो हमारा rule होगा. We will make the rules. We will not be influenced by other country in our rule making. Second thing is socialist. ठीक है. Socialist means a country in which government work for welfare of the people. Socialist in Hindi we say Samajwad. Okay. So when a country's government working for the welfare of the people, now you will say that sir, in every country government work for the welfare of the people, but countries nowadays or when so countries are divided into two parts. Some countries are capitalist, some countries are democratic. All right. Capitalist country mainly focus or mainly make the rules which is favorable for the capitalist class or the business class. So in socialist country, people generally work for the welfare of the people, or the main agencies of the main agencies or the big companies is owned by government. All right. So in a socialist country, the big companies like Indian Railway, we can see Indian Railway, it is a government owned company. LIC, but right now LIC has been given to the stake is given to foreigners as well. But our country is not totally socialist. Most of the country nowadays is between socialist and capitalist. I have told you about capitalist. Right now I'm not explaining it. It is Punjivad in Hindi, and this is the meaning of socialist. Next is secular. You might have heard about this term secular, and you might have known about this. This is, in Hindi we say it dharm nirpeksh. All right. So any country which is not favoring or which is not considering a particular religion as official religion. All right. I am writing this definition. I am creating my own definition. You can also create your own definition. All right. So a country which treats all religion equally. सभी रिलीजन को इक्वल राइट्स मिलते हैं इसमें. लाइक द बेस्ट एग्जांपल इज आवर कंट्री इंडिया. इट इज़ द बेस्ट एग्जांपल ऑफ secular country. So country has not an official religion. If we, in contrast, if we talk about Pakistan, it is an Islamic state. It is not a secular state. If we can Saudi Arabia or there are many Islamic countries, so they follow a type of religion. They are not secular. Our country has all the religions. There are diversity of religion in our country, many religions. There are many languages, and we respect all the language. We give equal right to all the people of all the religion and all the languages.